Hello and welcome to the Colorado Real Estate Harder Questions Practice Exam and Review. Easy studying, no chit-chat, so you can focus. Video 12. Question 1. Once crops are reaped from the land, they become personal property. True or false? This is true. Note, after crops or trees or anything is severed from an attachment of land, they are no longer subject to the part of the statute of frauds that cover realty. Question 2. Future interests in land, like contracts of sale, mortgages, and improvements, must be written to be enforceable. Statute of frauds is a law that requires that most real estate contracts be written to be enforceable. Question 3. A listing contract is a blank. It is a contract of employment. Remember, it does not require the sale of land or an interest in the land among parties, but it is required to be in writing to be enforceable. Question 3. An act of misrepresentation may be a form of blank. It may be a form of non-disclosure. Note, misrepresentation is an untrue statement, deliberate or unintended. Question 4. In a situation where there is a misrepresentation of material fact, the injured party may blank. The injured party may sue for damages or rescind the contract. Question 5. How is fraud different than misrepresentation? Fraud is always deliberate, a purposeful intent to deceive. It's also a crime. A victim of fraud may sue for punitive damages. Besides punitive damages, the perpetrator of fraud may be prosecuted in criminal court. If convicted, he or she may end up in prison. A victim of misrepresentation may be entitled to compensation for what she was misled into doing only, not punitive damages. Question 7. To make a case for fraud, the victim must prove what? One, that the incorrect information was material to the contract she is disputing. 2, that it was reasonable for her to depend on the material. 3, that because she depended on the material, she suffered a loss. Question 8. The death of the parties will void a listing, but not a contract of sale. True or false? This is true. If parties make a mistake as to what the agreement between them constituted, the contract can be nullified. There is no contract. Remember, there has to be a meeting of the minds. Question 9. If an action is serious enough to terminate a contract by making it impossible to continue the arrangement, this may constitute a blank. May constitute a breach. If a breach occurs, the parties must seek remedy from the court. Question 10. Consequences for a breach of a sales contract may take the form of damages. Question 11. For a valid contract, there must be blank. There must be an offer and an acceptance. Question 12. What is specific performance? Specific performance is when there is a lawsuit that requires a breaching party to do what was specified in the contract. Question 13. For a binding contract, there must be blank. For a binding contract, there must be meeting of the minds, legal and lawful purpose, and consideration. Question 14. A bill broker erroneously prepared an offer for $50,000 when he was specifically instructed to offer $45,000, and the party signed, the contract is the contract would be binding. Question 15. A vendor is blank. The vendor is the vendor in a legal sale contract. Question 16. A contract that states the price and terms in writing is blank. A contract that states a price and terms in writing is express. Question 17. A party declares that he does not intend to perform. This constitutes as a blank. It constitutes as a breach. It is also a breach if a party creates a situation rendering the contract impossible to complete or for everyone to perform as specified. Question 18. What does lawful purpose mean? It means that the object of the contract is a lawful one. In other words, a contract to do something illegal is void. Question 19. A common consideration is money. Is a contract with no money payment valid? Yes, it is valid. Consideration can take many forms. Question 20. A contract is blank. A contract is between two or more parties and each party pledges to do or not to do something in return for consideration. Question 21. In Colorado, the broker is required to blank which party she is acting for. Disclose. In Colorado, the broker is required to disclose which party she is acting for. Question 22. A situation in which the parties agree to terminate a contract is considered a It is considered a discharge. Other discharges include a completed contract. Question 23. What is an assignment of rent clause? It allows a mortgagee to take directly from the tenants if the borrower defaults. Basically, it protects lenders. The seller receives a junior mortgage from the buyer and uses the buyer's payments to make the payments on the original first mortgage. This is called a wraparound mortgage. It is uncommon these days. Question 25. Closing is also called blank. It is also called settlement. A real estate closing is a time when money and property change hands. Bonus question 1. The closing agent serves as a blank in a settlement. The closing agent serves as an intermediary in a settlement. The closing agent is most often the title insurance company. The closing agent receives the buyer's payment and the seller's deed. Bonus question 2. The TRID program is associated with what phrase? It is associated with the phrase know before you owe. Bonus question 3. Lenders must provide a loan estimate to all mortgage applicants except those seeking blank. The answer is a reverse mortgage. Lenders must provide a loan estimate to all mortgage applicants except those seeking a reverse mortgage. Thank you for watching, and good luck from the bottom of my heart. Please subscribe for more videos like it.